yes, ladies and gentlemen. We are back up here live on this podcast, which we like to call Behind the Story, or we like to have this to be inside the storyline. And you are now locked in on today's episode. Now, my voice is shot. I'm just getting it back, so I hope it lasts throughout the show. I'm solo tonight, and we're going to be talking about solo tonight. Who's solo? Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga had made his, SmackDown WWE debut last night. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting nothing that transpired between Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, and the wise man Paul Heyman. I was not expecting what I seen, and the thought of continuing this storyline, it amazes me how we can just take turns and go over these hills and add new characters to this whole saga of the bloodline. And again, excuse my voice, you guys. I am getting over a cold and losing my voice, so my voice is just coming back. I appreciate you guys coming to the podcast today, which we do it every Saturday night. I'm solo right now, and I don't have my men with me, but they may be coming through, hopefully. But I can always do this on my own. I'm good at it. That's what I do. I've been up on YouTube for the last 10 years on my other channels, which you can go to Dutch the Creator channel or the Black Non-Democrat channel, and you'll see my other work. But today we're going to be talking about this new direction, this new blood. I put new blood on the thumbnail. And the reason I put new blood on the thumbnail is because we needed new blood in this bloodline saga. And when it comes to the Samoan dynasty, we will never, ever, ever run out of new blood. I heard Sam Roberts or somebody say, it's a tribal chief running around in Hawaii right now that's like 5 years old, and they will be the tribal chief in probably about 20 years. So the thought of continuing this storyline for the last, I say, going on 4 years, it is amazing how we can do this in this era, the quote unquote Triple H era. Now, the thing is, we brung in Tama Tonga. Now, I don't watch indie wrestling. You guys probably out there that go hard on it. I don't know this guy. I never seen him before. I heard of him. I was thinking Jacob Fatu was about to come, but they swerved us because I think they was expecting us to like have Jacob come. So they like, oh, we gonna give you Jacob, but we gonna give you Tama first. And I like how they did that. I like how they swerved that, And I believe that Jacob Fatu will be the third member of the new bloodline, or Bloodline 2.0. Now we have to talk about, what does this mean for Roman Reigns? What does this mean for Roman Reigns? Roman Reigns posted something the other day, and he said, yesterday I mourned. Today, day one. Day one from what? What is day one from what? And I believe that Roman Reigns is going to turn face. This is the best way to turn Roman Reigns face, is to have his own family kick him out because he lost. And that's what Paul Heyman uttered the words to Solo before they went out. He said wins and losses matter. And I don't think Paul Heyman understood what he was basically doing when he told these things to Solo. Solo took it and said, you know what? losses and wins does matter. And we seen how he just turned on the tribal chief based upon, guys gotta, man, look deep into it. Solo is actually a loyal person. Solo is all about the tribe. If you look at Solo and how he rolls, he's all about the betterment of the tribe. So he took what Heyman said and blasted it back to Heyman and said, look, if wins and losses matter, the tribal chief lost. So therefore, it is consequences for losing. And the consequences for losing is to dismantle what we have and build a new. I'm not necessarily mad at Solo. So, what is Roman Reigns going to do? That's the question. What is Roman Reigns going to do? How is Roman Reigns going to handle this? I don't think he's going to be a white meat babyface. Hell no. He's going to be still the tribal chief. He's going to still be the man. He's still Roman Reigns, but he has to do it in a more methodical way now, to where it's, he needs Jimmy. He don't necessarily just need Jimmy. Who else do he need? He needs Jay. Jay is going to come back. They're going to form the original Bloodline. And that right there is going to solidify this new civil war. If you guys are in here, please make sure that you smash that like button. Helps the video go around YouTube. If you're watching it on the playback, please make sure that you smash that like button. But thing is, man, I find it very interesting how they build, how they're built up to this. Like, if you look at the match at WrestleMania, Solo, we seen shades of this. He said finish, like he was demanding something from Roman Reigns. And all through the years, last 2 years, we seen how Solo would never back down from Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns would be looking like, whoa, I don't want to fuck with this guy. I don't want to fuck with this guy like that. Is Roman Reigns scared of Solo Sikoa? We're going to find out that. I think what's on everybody's mind here is what's behind this, or who is behind this. I believe that the final boss, The Rock, orchestrated this hit, orchestrated this change, pushed the button on, we got to change the whole trajectory of the Bloodline. And this is going to set up The Rock and Roman at WrestleMania 41. It's right there. And I like how they're telling different stories too. Who knows? It may be a tag match between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes versus The Rock and Solo Sikoa. Night 1. WrestleMania next year. We don't know. Times are changing and tides are going up and down, baby. And this is what I love about today's product. This is what I love about today's wrestling. This is what I love about today's WWE in this new era. That right there solidifies what we need to do. We're telling stories. When we first came up with this channel's name, I said, look, we need to always be focused on the story. If the story is good, we can talk about it. We're going inside the storyline on this channel. And inside the storyline is taking each storyline and dissecting it and seeing what we can surmise from it, you know? This bloodline storyline is just amazing. I think this is the when it's because NWO, yeah. Look, no, this is the greatest storyline in wrestling history. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. It's the greatest storyline in wrestling history, and for Roman Reigns, and let's give the flowers to Roman Reigns to hold that shit down. Roman Reigns needs to get his flowers. Roman Reigns need to be on Mount Rushmore. Roman Reigns is there. He may be the greatest of all time, man, the way he handled these last 4 years. But he's on a different story now. The battle for the bloodline. This right here, I was not expecting on SmackDown. I was not expecting this. And that right there, like, further lets me know that this shit is getting deeper and deeper and deeper. The Rock may be like on-screen wrestling and, you know, promoing probably for the next 3-4 years. Next 3-4 years. And he's doing amazing. He's doing amazing. He's doing an amazing job by injecting some life into these storylines. Shout out to Triple H for allowing this and allowing this magic to happen. I don't want to expect something. I don't want to predict it. I'm like Zoe Black, co-host. He say, lie to me. Just lie to me. Just don't give it to me. The Final Boss character is amazing. The Final Boss character is amazing. The way he puts that down is incredible. So I hope that this new blood, Jacob Fatu, he might be coming next week, and I don't know when they're gonna have Roman come back. They need to let that simmer. Let Solo make his mark. Be a tyrant on SmackDown, holding Heyman hostage. A tyrant, like going hard. And that's how you turn Reigns face. I'm gonna take y'all to Game of Thrones. They pulling a Game of Thrones. I'm gonna tell you, Joffrey on Game of Thrones was the most evil little motherfucker ever. He was the most evil. Like, you hated Joffrey, and when he got poisoned and he died, he was like 15 years old. 15-year-old king died. We was like, yeah, he's dead. And then, like I say, a season or two later, they had a villain, this cult, and we hated this cult on Game of Thrones. We hated this cult, and then Tommen, Joffrey's little brother, was king at this point in time, and he was a little bitch. He didn't do anything. He let this cult just take over the realm and everything. But guess what? All of the fans were saying, damn, Joffrey would never let this happen. Damn, I wish we had Joffrey to come in and tell that cult to get the fuck out of town. So Joffrey turned face, but he was dead. So that's what they're doing with Solo. Solo is about to be a tyrant. Solo is about to do, 10 times worse than the Final Boss, Roman Reigns. 10 times worse. He about to fuck some shit up to where and they're not going to give us Roman. They're not going to give it to him. They're not going to let Roman come in a week or two. They're going to make us beg for Roman to come back. They're going to make us beg for the man to come back. I'm talking 2 months just before SummerSlam. Because I believe it's going to be Roman Reigns, either Roman Reigns versus Solo at SummerSlam, or Roman Reigns and the Usos versus Tama Tonga, Solo, and Jacob in Civil War Part 2. Either one I'm cool with. But he's going to come back probably 2-3 weeks before SummerSlam. And then when we hear that motherfucking music, when we hear that, like he's automatically going to turn face. He's going to be the most favorite guy ever. That's exactly how this shit is going to go down, people. I lie to you not. And we're going to be begging for Roman Reigns to come back to stop Solo's fucking tirade. So I think that's how it's going to be, baby. On to the next topic. Cody Rhodes' first week as champion. I want to know you guys' opinion. Is he doing pretty good? I think he's doing pretty good. It's not too much to say. I do appreciate them giving him time to talk and express himself. WrestleMania was a very emotional weekend, man. I teared up. I can't watch the whole fucking match at the end with all the celebrations without I mean, wrestling is the best when it controls your emotions. Did y'all hear Samantha when she was announcing this man as the new undisputed WWE champion? Everybody got choked up. I got choked up. I still get choked up. I can't watch that shit and not be like, It just comes over. That's when you know you have a good storyline. That's when you know that you have people invested in this shit. If they did not have Cody Rhodes win that motherfucking belt, I probably would have stopped watching wrestling, man. For real. That's all I got to say about that. Shout out to Cody Rhodes. I hope LA Knight and AJ Styles tear up the house next. I do not want LA Knight to win, though. They need to stop giving LA Knight too many of these big opportunities because it's not going to work for him in the long run. That people will be like, he just keep losing. He's just going to keep losing. So at the end of the day, it's like have him lose, let AJ get his lick back, and have him lose, and then have AJ and Rhodes. They both, come from that indie scene when Rhodes had rolled out, and both of them was in TNA. Both of them had the NWA championship. Both of them, like, they have some meat to let them do 3 matches week by week, like, for real. Let them do a couple of matches. And you see how they excluded Randy Orton from these things. Randy Orton is going to be his SummerSlam match if it's not The Rock. Or they may save Randy Orton for WrestleMania. Because they got to build that story. They got to build. I think The Rock may come back SummerSlam. He beats The Rock. The Rock don't need to be winning no matches out here. And then he starts the feud with Randy Orton. I don't know if they fight before WrestleMania and WrestleMania be the blow off. I say, damn. Because you got to have Survivor Series. Okay. Randy Orton wins the 2025 Royal Rumble. Randy Orton wins. But Randy Orton is still babyface. Next night on Raw, Cody Rhodes. He picks Cody Rhodes. And this is some friend shit. Like, we good. We going to tear the house down at WrestleMania. Then as Randy Orton getting his arm raised by Cody Rhodes, that's when the Viper strikes. That's when he go. Bam! Out of nowhere, baby. And now we on for the races. Now that storyline, that legacy, that all of that comes into fruition. Then we start that story, baby. Let's do it. That's how I look at it. But that's all I got, people. I wasn't going to be up here for no whole hour because I ain't got my team. I just wanted to get up here and touch on these two subjects, man. The Bloodline, Cody Rhodes. With that Roman Reigns face turn going to be amazing. It's going to hit hard. Like I said, we're going to beg for Roman Reigns to come back. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, y'all know that cult that came in season 4 or 5, we was wanting Joffrey to come back because we knew Joffrey wouldn't have allowed this shit. And that's how we look at I was wondering how they're gonna do this with Roman Reigns. It's the best way to do it. Let us beg for Roman Reigns to come back. That's all I got. Y'all stay inside the storyline. Follow us on all of these platforms right there. And look, man, we here, baby. We giving y'all content. At the end of the day, we about to be 1 year old, I think in August or something. But we here, man. Y'all, make sure y'all ring that bell, baby. Ring that bell so you can get all the notifications and everything on when we upload or whatever. Make sure y'all subscribe inside Storyline. I'm out. Y'all be safe, all right? Peace.